Sunwah Group was founded in Hong Kong in 1957 under the leadership of Mr. Choi Kai-yao and Dr. Jonathan Choi. The group has grown from the king of seafood into a multinational conglomerate with a diversified business portfolio covering 8 principal areas, including seafood and foodstuff, real estate, financial services, technology, media, infrastructure, education and training, as well as green technology. The group supplies top-quality seafood to more than 5,000 restaurants and hotels in Hong Kong and Macau. It also operates a chain of upscale Japanese seafood restaurants, the Nishimura, both in China and the rest of the world. The Nine Seafood Place is the largest one-stop seafood supermarket in Hong Kong. Sunwah Group's seafood empire stretches along China's coastline and has business operations in more than a dozen countries and regions, including Southeast Asia, India, Indonesia, and North America. It deals in a great variety of world-renowned food delicacies such as Spanish ham, wine, and French cheese. The group operates an automated coffee manufacturing facility in Vietnam with an annual output of 80,000 tons of coffee beans, which leads the country in coffee exports. It has teamed up with Yunnan State Farms to produce and market Yunnan coffee. In Yunnan Province, the group owns about 12,000 mu of tea plantations, which have won European Union accreditation, and is the country's leading proprietor of ancient pu'er tea trees. It manufactures the Sunwah National Tea series of quality tea products. In Ningxia Autonomous Region, Sunwah Group invested in a winemaking project covering 66 square kilometers of grape farms and aims to build a China's Bordeaux. In Jiangsu Province, the group joined efforts with the Wuxi Municipal Government and Jiangnan University to develop the Taihu Lake Culinary City, covering an area of 5 square kilometers. In collaboration with Sinopec, PetroChina, and the Guangdong Transportation Group, Sunwah supplies 15,000 kinds of quality products to over 2,000 retail outlets. The group has set up 7 regional headquarters on the mainland, including Northeast China, East China, South China, Southwest China, Northwest China, Beijing, Tianjin, Hubei, and Sichuan, Chongqing. It has also signed strategic partnership agreements with the provincial governments of Yunnan, Liaoning, and the Ningxia Autonomous Region. The group has over 30 years of experience in property development, construction and management, with subsidiaries in Hong Kong, Macau, the Chinese mainland, Vietnam, Cambodia, and Canada. The Tianjin Sunwah IFC, located in the city's financial district, is an upscale commercial residential property project. The Shenyang Sunwah IFC, situated in the premium business district, has become the new landmark of the city. The Vancouver Sunwah Center is a leading shopping destination in the Chinese community. Sunwah Group is one of the leading property developers in Ho Chi Minh City, Vietnam. The Sunwah Tower, Saigon Pearl, and Sunwah Pearl are a perfect showcase of quality living style for the local residents. The Sunwah Pearl at Phnom Penh, Cambodia is well under construction. The group is also developing a cultural tourism project in Chi Shuang Bana, Yunnan Province, covering an area of 13 square kilometers. The project involves an investment of RMB 6 billion, focusing on movie-making culture and healthcare service. Sunwah Group enjoys a high reputation in the financial industry. It has teamed up with the CITIC Group to provide financial services to countries along the Belt and Road. Sunwah Kingsway Capital Holdings Limited, listed on the Hong Kong Stock Exchange in 2000, has been recognized by the Hong Kong media as the king of public offerings for small and medium enterprises. Recently, it once again has won the Listed Companies Awards. Sunwah Group is also the founding stakeholder of Viet Capital, the largest foreign investment fund in Vietnam, chaired by Dr. Jonathan Choi. In 2018, Viet Capital was honored as the best fund house of Asia in 2018. Sunwah High-Tech Group manages and operates multiple technology companies engaged in software research and development, professional training, software outsourcing, and the development of technology parks. The Guangdong Sunwah Tech Consulting Group has clinched long-term outsourcing deals with US-based software developers Megatal and Midtech, as well as some of the world's top 500 companies. It has also forged partnership with the top 3 telecom operators of China in providing call center outsourcing services. In cooperation with the Northeastern University, Sunwah Group established the Iron and Steel Technology Research and Transfer Center, a project aiming to provide technological solutions and services to countries along the Belt and Road. The group has also teamed up with the technology firm NUNN to engage in the provision of big data, cloud computing, and smart city services. Sunwah High-Tech Group has set up Sunwah Link in the Yuhuatai district of Nanjing, the Guangzhou Science Park, and the city of Wuxi to promote the development of innovation and creative industries as well as the training of talents. Sunwah Group has established strong ties with science and technology circles in countries around the world, with support from the Ministry of Science and Technology. Dr. Jonathan Choi set up the China, Hong Kong, Israel Technology Cooperation and Promotion Center in 2005. Mr. Ehud Olmert, the then Israeli Deputy Prime Minister, visited Hong Kong to officiate at the inaugural ceremony. The group operates a 1,000-moo emu farm in Qingyuan, Guangdong Province, the largest of its kind in Asia, to produce emu oil, also known as liquid gold, and health-related products. Sunwah Media Group engages in film and TV production and distribution, cinema operation, and media planning services. It owns a chain of about 10 modern cineplex. In cooperation with the Beijing Film Academy, Sunwah Media established the Jonathan K.S. Choi Film Cultural Center and the Beijing Film Academy Jonathan K.S. Choi Film and TV Innovation Center. Sunwah Media has been involved in the production of several TV drama series and movies, among which McDowell, Me and My Mom won the Golden Horse Award for Best Animation in 2015. Hong Kong Chief Executive Leong Chun-ying commented the honor as the pride of Hong Kong. Sunwah Group has signed a cooperation agreement with the Wuxi Studios to establish the Sunwah Hualiewood International Cultural Park, involving an investment of RMB 1.5 billion. A creative culture fund of RMB 2 billion yuan will be set up to help quality filmmakers and projects. Sunwah Group has invested in multiple infrastructure projects on the Chinese mainland, including highways and bridges. For 4 consecutive years, Dr. Jonathan Choi submitted proposals to the National Committee of the Chinese People's Political Consultative Conference to develop the Guangdong, Hong Kong, Macau Greater Bay Area. In December 2017, he was invited to serve as the founding chairman of the Guangdong, Hong Kong, Macau Great Bay Area Entrepreneurs Union. In this condition, the Sunwah Greater Bay Area Construction Investment Company Limited registered at the State Administration for Industry and Commerce. It clinched a partnership agreement with the Jinan University to undertake a campus upgrade project in a bid to train talents for the Greater Bay Area. Sunwah Group has been persistent in pursuing the goal of revitalizing the nation through science and education. It funded 2 research centers at the University of Michigan and the Beijing Normal University to work out a teaching model that combines the strengths of both countries, and established the 3E International School in Beijing. The Beijing-based French International School, which involved US $100 million in investment from the French government, invited Beijing 3E to be its partner. The Sunwah On-Shine Education Group is an international and all-round provider of educational services. In 2004, Sunwah teamed up with Liaoning University and De Montfort University to establish the Sunwah International Business School, with students pursuing their studies for 2 years in China and another 2 years in the UK. A great number of business and trade talents have since graduated from the school. In collaboration with the Chinese Research Academy of Environmental Sciences, Sunwah Group will establish an environmental science base in the city of Zhongshan, Guangdong Province, to provide services to the Guangdong, Hong Kong, Macau Greater Bay Area. In recent years, Sunwah Group has stepped up new cooperation with local governments and state corporations on the mainland, with many mega projects in the pipeline. At a ceremony officiated by Party Secretary of Sichuan Province, Peng Xinhua, and Hong Kong Chief Executive Carrie Lam, Sunwah Group signed a strategic cooperation agreement with the Chengdu Qingbaijiang Railway Port to develop the Chengdu Europe Commodities Exchange Center. The center covers 50,000 square meters, targeting the markets of Europe and Southeast Asian countries. The Meishan Administrative Committee of the Sichuan Province has signed an agreement with Sunwah Group to develop the Sichuan-Hong Kong Cooperation Demonstration Park in the Tianfu New District. The project, which covers 8 square kilometers with an investment of RMB 100 billion, will leverage on Hong Kong's expertise and talents in financial services, trade, science, education, medical, and culture. Sunwah Group has entered into strategic partnership with China Railway Guangzhou Group (CRGG) and signed a cooperation agreement with a CRGG subsidiary and the city government of Yongkan to develop an East China Logistics Center, a project covering 8 square kilometers to promote city industry integration. Sunwah Group and CRGG have also teamed up to leverage their respective strengths in the provinces of Guangdong, Hunan, and Hainan in a bid to explore business opportunities in such areas as high-speed railway construction, new retail outlets, cold storage logistics, and real estate development. Moreover, Sunwah Group has entered into strategic partnership with Dalian Urban Rural Construction Company Limited to develop industrial parks and infrastructure projects, and with the city government of Lugao, Jiangsu Province, to develop the healthcare and big data industries. Back in the early 1970s, the Choi's family started to establish elementary schools and kindergartens in its ancestral hometown of Zhongshan, Guangdong Province, as well in Macau. In the 1980s, the family built and funded more educational facilities, including the Guangdong Sunwah Education Institute and the Choi Kai Yao College at the University of Macau. It has also set up education funds at multiple colleges and universities to award outstanding teachers and students. Sunwah Group has been persistently giving back to society through the Sunwah Foundation and the Jonathan K.S. Choi Foundation. Dr. Jonathan Choi started to serve as economic advisor to the president of the Chinese Academy of Sciences since the 1990s. In 2015, when the Hong Kong Academy of Sciences was founded, he became the Academy's sole sponsor and the president's senior advisor. He also donated Hong Kong $10 million in an effort to help promote Hong Kong's international status in science development. In recognition of his generous contribution to the UK's education sector, British Prime Minister David Cameron received Dr. Jonathan Choi at 10 Downing Street in August 2015. In Hong Kong, Sunwah Group donated Hong Kong $50 million to the Chinese University of Hong Kong to build a student hostel and a Jonathan K.S. Choi Cultural Center. The group also founded education, which included the Choi Kai Yao Building at the Polytechnic University of Hong Kong, the Po Leung Kok Choi Kai Yao School, and the Po Leung Kok Choi Kun Shom Kindergarten. In addition, Sunwah Group has made donations to various universities around the world to establish art galleries, museums, and Jonathan K.S. Choi cultural centers for the promotion of cultural exchanges and cooperation. The group has also established French cultural exchange centers in various Chinese cities. French presidents François Hollande, Nicolas Sarkozy, and Emmanuel Macron met with Dr. Jonathan Choi in recognition of his effort to promote Sino-French cultural exchanges. Under the leadership of Dr. Jonathan Choi, Sunwah has made tremendous pioneering efforts in China, Hong Kong, and for peace and development in the Asia-Pacific region, for which the central government has bestowed on him great honor as well as responsibilities. Dr. Jonathan Choi is a standing committee member of the Chinese People's Political Consultative Conference National Committee and has been appointed to represent Hong Kong at the APEC Business Advisory Council. Due to his proactive role in promoting the Belt and Road Initiative, Dr. Jonathan Choi was honored as Friend of Diplomacy by the Chinese Ministry of Foreign Affairs and serves as co-chair of the Belt and Road Industrial and Commercial Alliance and Hong Kong chairman of the Mainland China Hong Kong Belt and Road Business and Professional Services Council. He is also chairman of the Hong Kong Vietnam Chamber of Commerce and China-India Software Association, as well as the founding chairman of the Hong Kong Korea Business Council. In 2018, he was re-elected for the fourth time, chairman of the Hong Kong Chinese General Chamber of Commerce, the largest business association of the city, which has established extensive links with the government and business sectors around the world. Dr. Jonathan Choi is also the recipient of the Golden Bao Hinia Star Award, conferred by the Hong Kong SAR government, Friendship Medal by the Vietnamese government, Mono Sara Phoan Decoration of Honor of Moha Sadival by the Kingdom of Cambodia, and official of the Order of Arts and Letters by the French government. He was appointed by the Republic of Korea as an honorary ambassador for promoting foreign investment. The Japanese government awarded him the Foreign Minister's Commendation. He also received the Medal of Merit in Education, conferred by the Macau SAR government. Sunwah Group's growth and development would not have been possible without the invaluable input and support from its board of advisors, of which world-renowned physicist and Nobel Prize laureate Yang Chan-ning is the chief advisor. Sunwah Group will strive to further grow its 8 principal business areas, including seafood, real estate, financial services, technology, media, infrastructure, education, and green technology, and to extend its global network in a bid to set the stage for Sunwah Group to help revitalize the nation through economic, science, and education development.